Hello,
Hello, hi.
how are you?
I am very good. I'm very good. First of all, I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
My
I
name's
didn't.
Amrita.
Hi,
Amrita.
Amrita. First of all, apologies. This live was supposed to happen at 5 p.m. and I had some network issues, obviously, and you connected with my team and all of that. But here I am at 6 p.m. talking to you. Most importantly, am I
Absolutely.
clear? Am I audible?
You're a little bit frozen. You keep freezing, but I can hear you. The image keeps
Okay.
freezing though.
Yeah, it's the network issue here today. So but I think we'll manage. We'll manage somehow.
Yeah, of course, of course. How are you, apart from the network issues?
I am very good, taking in the warmth that is coming my way right now because of Arya and the character that I played called Jawahar. And yes, it's really overwhelming. Every day I get up in the morning, and one thought that really drives me nuts is the fact that we are still in a lockdown situation. We're still under this quarantine, and then I look at my phone and I see all these lovely messages all over Instagram or Twitter, personal messages which people keep sending. This is really great. It's really great. That perks me up. That makes me happy.
That's amazing. I mean, where are you at the moment? Are you in Mumbai?
I am in Bombay. Yes, I'm in Bombay at the moment.
Okay. So obviously you're still smack bang in the middle of all the action, I guess.
Yes. And I just got the news that the lockdown has been extended here in
Yeah.
Bombay officially. And but that's what the situation is, man. But it's okay. We move on. We move on with a smile and with some happiness in our heart and some patience here. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the most important thing, isn't it? Having patience there in a lockdown.
Yes, yes. I remember when we were like 20, we were like 15 days into this whole lockdown business.
Hmm.
And I I think I had tweeted, or I think put up a story on Instagram saying that patience is going to be the name of this game. And
Yeah.
it is for all of us, for all of
Yeah.
humanity at this point of time.
Yes, absolutely. Now, what have you been up to during lockdown, apart from obviously the great stuff about Arya? But apart from that, what's been going on?
So I have been really lucky that all the projects that I shot for, uh, uh, I finished all of them before the lockdown. And in fact, we finished Arya on 6th of March. That was
Mhm.
officially the last day of shoot. Um, so what has been happening during this lockdown is the post production of it, obviously, and I've been dubbing. Uh, I'll not be able to show you, obviously, but I have a cupboard here, which became my studio, and I used to be wrapped up in all the clothes and sending my audio files to the sound engineer uh, of Arya,
Mhm.
and also Suitable Boy, which is going to come out on BBC One.
Yeah.
So post production was on like that.
Mhm.
But other than that, there's obviously music as well, which is something which is very intrinsic to me as an artist. And I've been up to a lot of music, creating a lot of music, creating these quarantine covers with my band, which we keep putting out there through my account, my band's account, and people seem to really enjoy them. I would urge all the people who are seeing and also you to watch and listen to those songs. They're lots of fun. Yeah, they're lots of fun. So music has really been keeping me alive, actually. Yeah.
Okay. I have to ask you about your character Jawahar in Arya. He's got very different shades to him. How did you approach playing such a character?
First of all, I don't believe in this word called character and what is the research that you put into it. I think the research is within. I think all actors, I think most actors will not admit to this, but yes, we play different versions of ourselves all the time, uh, and 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 that's the reason why when young actors come up to me and say, "What do we do to become good actors?" I always say, live a huge life, live a big life, live a life full of experiences which you can sort of throw into every character which you are going to play in the future. And yes, it was always going to be a challenge. It was always going to uh, be against whatever I have done and how people have seen me. But I actually saw it as an opportunity. I saw it as a challenge, and I saw that this is where I could actually redefine myself. Because I've been playing these impish, these cutesy kind of roles, uh, and then suddenly that face sort of turns and does something bad. So so I thought this was an opportunity, and obviously the man that I was going to work with, Ram Madhwani, man, he's the creator. You're in safe hands when you working with Ram and his team of people. So there was really nothing that I was worried about.
No, so your character has actually, sorry to use the word character again, but he's actually got quite a lot of praise in the way that you kind of essayed it. But obviously, he's a drug addict and all the rest of that as well. There's so much to him. But obviously, you have so many co-stars as well in a web series. Who do you think that your closest bonds were in terms of the Aarya co-stars you had?
Wow, what a lovely question. Also, also with so many people in the cast. Uh, I think I bonded very well with my wife, the actress uh,
Well,
Maya Sarao. I've already worked with her, so there is a bond, there is a friendship which has already been established. But I really bonded with Chandrachurji, I think. I really bonded with him because he's a great guy, man. He's he's so interested in life, and I love people like that. He's interested in music. He sings so beautifully. So that was one thing, but that really uh, uh, our conversations were about music of the 60s and the 70s, which I'm so fond of, and astrology.
huh?
Interestingly, and very few people know that. Uh, uh, Chandrachur is a brilliant Vedic astrologer.
Wow,
And
I didn't know.
yes, yes, and I learned so much from him on set. So whenever we had breaks in between takes, or we had like off days, we would be in each other's rooms just discussing what is the planetary transit at the moment, and all that was really beautiful. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, that is definitely not something that's out there about Chandra Singh.
Yes, not many people know about it, but through this interview now, hopefully. Yeah.
Yes, of course. I've seen a comment just go up saying hi Sumit, so I think they're remembering your character from Sumit Sambhalega.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
they are. And I get so many messages these days that Sumit ne Jawahar ko संभाल लिया and things like that, uh, but that's okay. I mean, people identify you with something, people identify you with a character,
Mm.
and I'm really happy to be known as that person, as that character, because that gives me the assurance that I think I played it well, and people see me as that person. Uh, so yeah,
Absolutely.
it's reassuring actually.
Yeah, I can understand that. Now obviously Aria is based on a Dutch drama, I understand.
Yes.
Did you at any point watch that in order to approach your character?
No, I did
Okay.
not. In fact, I made it a point not to see it. There were some people in the team who had seen it already, and that's
Mhm.
absolutely fine. That's their personal approach to their personas
Mhm.
that they wanted to bring in front of the camera. But I was very sure that I didn't want to be influenced uh, because I've been part of something like this earlier with Sumit Samalega, which was the official adaptation of Everybody Loves Raymond,
Yeah.
and I kept telling my producer, I remember, that I don't want to see the show. I don't want to see Raymond too much. But yes, that was a different format. But for this, I made it a point that uh, I want to search within because I know that there is a dark side that exists within me, and I want to play that out. And I don't want to be influenced by anything or anyone. And also Ram's process is a unique process. Let me just introduce a Ram Madhwani set to you. There's no action and cut, Amrita. There's no action and cut. It's just, you have to just go into it. And he keeps telling all his actors to go off the book, go off the paper, and find things which he and his team have not been able to write down. So it really makes the fact that that we live these parts. It really makes it actually come alive. So you're actually living that part.
Absolutely, I totally understand that. But I spoke to the actor that played Sangram, Ankur Bhatia, last week, and he said the same thing about being on a Ram Madhwani set. That he initially it was a bit unnerving that there's no cut or plain kind of way that now I speak. So he said he learned a lot from that. I've never heard that before. Have you been on a set like that before?
It reminded me a lot of my theatre days when we had 3 months to go into a play, and we would be rehearsing, and my director would say, okay, through the script, and then just start improvising. We'll think about the script like 15 days before the show, but right now, improvise around what the play is about, what the situation is about. Just do that. The only difference is that this time round, I was in front of the camera, and yes, I was getting paid for it. Yes,
So
but never in front of the camera. But sorry to cut you. But never in front of the camera have I been through this process.
Okay. Have you? So when you work with someone who asks you to improvise in that way, whether it's for theatre or film or web series, do you personally think you need to know the character really well then?
I think I need to be familiar with the situation. I think the situation that I am in or my character is in, and that's why I keep saying that the word character has been misused so many times, because the moment you say character, you start talking about someone else. But the moment you start talking about yourself and saying that you are in this situation, and then you have immediately sort of changed it around for yourself, because you are in that situation. You would be reacting a particular way, and you would be making that situation come alive, and that's what really changes it. That's what really changes. Yeah.
Okay.
So
just to touch on A Suitable Boy, as you mentioned, which is going to come on BBC One over here in the UK. How did you tell us about the character, working with Meera Nair, Dabbu, Ishan Khattar, how has it been working on that?
it's fantastic, man. Fantastic. That set is like, Meera is one of those really special people in the world who understands life and who understands human beings in such a special way. And she's so instinctive, and she perceives her actors and the story that she is about to tell in such a different way. And she is like, we call her the Mata Rani of ensemble pieces. You look at say Namesake, or you look at Reluctant Fundamentalist, or you look at Monsoon Wedding. These are essentially ensemble pieces, and there was no one in this world who could have directed A Suitable Boy. There's only one Meera Nair, and there's only one Meera Nair who could have. Only she could have done it. And that experience is, and in fact, my association with Meera is, and I'm really thankful about that my association with Meera is not limited to A Suitable Boy, but also Monsoon Wedding, the musical. And I was supposed to be in London at this point of time, performing in Camden. in the Roundhouse Theatre, our lovely play Monsoon Wedding, the musical,
Oh,
and yes, and all of it obviously got shut because God had different plans, obviously. Uh, but yeah, so this association is really a beautiful association, and it has been growing. It has been growing. So I'm so happy that I'm part of this, and I'm so happy that the universe has sort of thrown this in my lap. And each day I wake up and I'm like, wow, this has actually happened to me, and it's such a in such a big capacity. I'm playing one of the primary characters there. If you've read the book, everyone knows who's Haresh Khanna, and I'm playing Haresh Khanna that way. So it makes me really happy.
we definitely look forward to that, and seeing you in it. I think that would be amazing. Um, Now I know that you are also part of another web series that's due to come out called Mafia.
Yes,
Can you reveal
yes.
anything about that?
Well, the one thing that I can reveal is it's coming out on 10 July. It's also
Okay.
my birthday. You can wish me on that day, and also see my series on Z5. Uh, it's
Okay.
uh, it's a psychological thriller. It's basically six friends finding themselves in a situation one night, and and they have a dodgy past, and
Okay.
that dodgy past sort of shows up during their interaction uh, this one night, and many things come up, and things which are quite dark, and there are other people who join in the present. I'm one of those, and then mayhem follows, blood follows, there's a lot of suspense, and these people are in trouble. That's more or less what I can say about this.
Sounds very intriguing. So we will remember this on your birthday.
Yes, and it's my birthday also, so it'll be a bloody birthday on 10 July.
But we still look forward to it, even though it might be your birthday.
Thank you, thank you.
Um, I'm so sorry, Namit. I'm going to have to wrap up. So the one thing I'm going to ask you is there anything else exciting coming up for you apart from Mafia and apart from A Suitable Boy?
Well, I'm talking about a few shows which will go on air, not on air. I mean, we'll start shooting by end
Yeah.
of July or beginning of August.
Mhm.
We're talking right now, but we don't know what the situation is going to be,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
This uncertainty sort of lingers on in the world everywhere, on all professions. But having said that, I'm talking to a few people. We've locked on things, but let's see what happens and how we proceed ahead.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we
Yeah,
see you in more things very soon.
truly, truly.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Namit. It's been wonderful talking to you, and congratulations again on the success of Aarya. And
Thank you.
I look forward to A Suitable Boy, particularly. Now that you said you're playing one
Please,
of the main characters, I think, yeah, it's going to be a good one.
please. Shukriya. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And happy birthday in advance, even though I will message you to say that. And I
Yes,
hope you have a great rest of lockdown.
yes, yes. And to you too. Okay. God bless
Thank you
and,
very
and,
much.
and take care. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. You too. You too.
Tada.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
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 Okay, so that was Namit Das. Thank you to everyone who has been watching us. You can rewatch this interview on BizAsia's IGTV on this account, and we will also have it on YouTube. And this is Amrita signing out.